Greetings, it is I, the Harbinger of Destruction, the Dragon of the Abyss, the Breaker of Hearts, Dreadscape Gaming. How's it going? What's up, Dreadknights? Today, we're going to be playing Diablo IV. Diablo IV, new patches out that allegedly fixes mythics. Particularly like mythic drop rates on bosses. And apparently, it also allegedly has done something with the mythic thing from Undercity. I only have one of those. I'll test it a little bit. On top of that, it's kind of gives you more pandemonium fragments and other things. However, I see, because Woodjo posted it a little earlier on, that apparently now you can get mythic items from the boss trophies, but they're considered also part of the crafted tag, which is kind of bad. I still don't understand why the hell we have the crafted mythic tag in Diablo IV for this season when you've been pushing that this whole season is about, like, Mythics 3.0. I mean, wouldn't you want people to be able to use more mythics? I don't know. Honestly, I think what they should have done with this game, if they wanted to, like, decrease the amount of mythics being used and make them more rare, is simply handle it like how they did in Diablo 3. In Diablo 3, the highest rarity of gear you could get was the Primal Ancient Legendaries. And the Primal Ancient Legendaries had, like, a 2% drop rate. So you had to go farming quite a bit to get them, and you weren't always guaranteed that you would get the Primal Ancient Legendary piece of gear that you needed. And they also had a cube recipe where if you put in an item, you got a Primal Ancient Legendary version of it, exactly the same version of it, and it would have the tag of that you could only equip that one item. And that seemed to work just fine. It seems like they tried to copy Diablo 3's formula, sort of, and just did it completely terribly, and then made a whole bunch of things be labeled with the craftable thing when should have really just been the cube, in my opinion. I didn't expect that they were going to revert the crafting recipe thing. I don't suspect if they are going to fix it that it's going to be this season. My guess is they'll probably say, hey, look, Season 15, we reverted the change that nobody liked so that they could be like the good guys and get people to probably play at the start of the season, because that's kind of how Blizzard does things. Now, since the last time that I played, there will be audio for the game now. Just give me a second. The last time that we played Diablo 4, I had, like, tech difficulties on Twitch, and you guys missed, like, the last 10 minutes. Last 10 minutes of the stream, I farmed one Duriel boss. And in the Duriel boss, I actually got Wind Force to drop for my Mythic. Now, for those of you who are probably like, Wind Force is garbage, I'm playing in Barrage multi-shot build for the Rogue because I haven't been able to get my Eagle Eye item to drop. I'm still looking for a mythic version of this. My crafted mythic at the moment is Shroud of False Death. As far as, like, mythics I've gone to drop before this patch, we're going to test today. I got a Ring of the Starless Skies that was also a crafted thing from the blacksmith. I was trying to get an Andariel's Visage, which I wasn't able to get. On top of that, the only things I've gotten drop pre-patch, mind you, was Soulbrand, a lot of Cassia's Grace. I got a lot of Rachnoth's Wake, but I didn't get anything, like, important. Like, I wanted a Mythic Shrouded Gift, and I just have not been able to see it drop. A Mythic Gladiator's Triumphant would be nice, but I'm kind of really wanting the Iconic Mythic in particular. And we haven't been able to get it to drop. So, there's a lot of things that we can do. I think the first thing that we're going to do for this season is we're going to go over here because now they put the actual board with the reputation over in Temnus, which I think is kind of a good change. Hopefully this is a change that they will do, not just for the season, but anytime that there's a reputation board, have a reputation board available in the endgame area, because the majority of the time, most people are going to be spending it in the endgame area if you're in endgame, right? You're not going to really spend anywhere else. Where is this reputation board that they claim is here? I don't even see it. I think it's tucked away over here, it looks like. That's the armory. Did they not put the board in? Is it for another hot patch fix? Doesn't look like there's actual... Oh, they put it over here, tucked away. I would have preferred it a little bit closer here. Like, ideally, there's a spot here. Why not put it there? I guess they weren't really thinking about that, so we'll just go over the reputation board, which is a bit of a walk. Now, I did some off-stream stuff, so I could get a couple of these cachets. Now, apparently, with these cachets, when you do it, which is a seasonal thing, the infinite cachets, after you fish the actual seasonal part of the board, they drop Pandemonium Fragments, which is going to be kind of good, because look how many of these we got now. Gonna just let them all rip. I don't think... Didn't expect that we would get a mythic in any of that. But we did get a bunch of gear. We basically let it all rip. Was it anything worthwhile? No. 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 There's still that glitch with that. That's cute. No. No. I gotta check to make sure anything that's ancestral. The rest of it's just garbage. I do need an ancestral version of this. Oh, we'll hold on to that. Wind Force ancestral unique bow, but it's not as good as my mythic one. I mean, we finally got it. I'll hold on to it because I could give it to some other character. Terrible. I can't get rid of those for whatever reason still. Garbage. 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 And it's something. Is it something good? No. Junk. Okay. Let's pick up the rest of the stuff here, because we got a whole bunch of items that we still got to pick up Dreadknight. Just pick up as much gear as we can. Anything good in any of that? We just opened 15 caches, and you would hope for something a little bit better. No. No. Hold on. Life regen? Nah. Not for now. Garbage. I can't actually mark that as junk. You would figure they would have fixed that glitch already. Apparently they didn't. Garbage. 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 We'll hold on to that. Garbage. 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 Kind of disappointed, I gotta be honest with you so far. All those caches and we didn't get anything decent to drop. That is kind of... We have some keys we can work with too, but already opening this many things and not getting what you want is kind of a not so great feeling from a game perspective. Like, it's a bunch of loot, but it's nothing we can ideally use. Pick up more of this junk. I say junk, but there's, like, somebody out there that probably would really like having all this garbage. Let's see. Can't... Honestly, I'm tired of seeing these. Can I drop it, at least? We're gonna drop these. I don't want them. I'm tired of having them, like, screw up my workflow. They should fix that. Come on, Blizzard. We have orphan makers that you can't actually mark as junk, and it's been a glitch since the launch of the season, and they still haven't done nothing to fix it, which is amazing. Like, I don't know how that still stays in the game that way. Make it make sense. Okay. Pick up the rest of the junk. Oh boy, is it junk. Okay. Again, mostly garbage. Oh, hold on. See, if I could upgrade that to a unique, it would be kind of useful. And even then, you want stuff with, like, the snow icons, like these, because they have better rolls and stuff. Unfortunately, nothing great here. Junk. Still gotta pick a whole bunch of this stuff up, so please bear with me, because we opened 15 of these caches. I wonder how many of the fragments I got. Okay. More junk. Yeah, it'd be great if we had, like, a purpose for all this stuff, but we realistically don't. So now what we're gonna do... Because this is gonna be theory crafty for the first part of the stream. Just so you know, we're gonna be in town for a bit. Because we just, like... I'm not gonna pick up the set charm, I'm not gonna pick those up. Because you can't mark them. Just, like, terrible. I might hold on to this. Just because I can do something with it. Short sword. I don't need a short sword. I need daggers and stuff. Alright. So, not what I want to do just yet. Junk. Let's see how many sparks we got from all those caches that we open. Because this is the crafting recipe. 16, and it costs 4, so we could do it a couple times, not a lot. Unlucky. So, I have a bunch of bows. I want to see if they fix this, because I get non-stop Cassia's Grace, and I don't want Cassia's Grace, because I don't play that version of the build. I want, like, Eagle Eye. We have a whole bunch of Wind Force that I don't need. We're gonna take them and get rid of them for now. And see if we can get, like, a mythic through that. See, I keep getting that. And some people like that build, but I particularly don't. This is why I saved a bunch of uniques. Just so we could play around and see. Like, I also need the Ethna's Dagger, but the problem with that, too, is because of the crafting thing, there's not, like, too much we can do, right? Like, we're kind of limited. Sky Hunters are garbage, so we'll get rid of that as soon as we can. You know, if I was playing a different build, it would be great, but I'm not. Let's see. Orphan Maker is... Ew, gross. Like, I got a couple daggers I could try to roll too. But I don't think it's really going to matter too much at this point. Like, this is the Eagle Horn. I need a mythic version of this, so I could switch to the A-tier build. There's not really, like, too many S-tier builds, you could say, necessarily for the rogue. So let's start gambling some bows and see if I see 3 of the Cassia Grace in a row, I'm gonna crash out. Just so you guys know. We actually got a Wind Force. We put in a Wind Force and we actually got a Wind Force back. This is the first time I've seen that happen, so maybe they did fix that in the crafting recipe a little bit. If it happens again, then we kind of have something we can work with. Oh, excuse me? It looks like you actually get the item now that you want out of the cube. They might have actually put it where you actually upgrade it. I can't confirm this 100%. Maybe we just got very lucky. Oh, that's great. That actually might be an upgrade to what I have. For science, do I have a Eagle Horn on me? I do. Let's do it for science and see. For science. No, it's randomized. It's randomized. Okay. So that's good to know. We just got very lucky-ish. 4 fragments left. How will I get a crossbow from that? Alright. That's garbage. That's garbage. This one I have to wait and swap it because unfortunately it's got the crafting tag on it. So like, I have this and that's crafted, so I have to wait before I could use it and swap out to something else. But I'm gonna keep it for now because that's part of this build. So, we have that. Something. Something great? Potentially. I do feel like they fixed that because I was rolling for days and getting nothing but Cassia Graces. Let me do myself a favor here, Dreadknights. Because I can't break that down with all this our stuff here. Okay, great. I'm gonna pick this garbage up for now. People are probably like, it's not garbage. It is, trust me. Alright. All items. Okay, we got some sparks. I need an Andariel's Visage desperately so I can swap the Shroud. Let's try it. I feel like this is so bugged. Oh, never mind, I got a Tyro's Might. That's different too. So I feel like they fixed the tables. Because I'm starting to see more stuff drop that doesn't normally for the build. Again, I don't really need a Tyro's Might for anything. I need Andariel's Visage. So I'm actually gonna break it down. And try again. Because I need an iconic mythic. Andariel's Visage, come on.
You know where to find me.
Oh. That's surprising to see. I might hold on to that for now. that has a use on a different build. Okay. We're seeing better rolls on stuff now. That's promising. Let's actually start testing stuff. So I'm up to 3 mythics that are useful. But still, we'll swap to that eventually. The problem is right now I can't. So, it's something. I'm happy with at least that, because I did feel like that, at least that's fixed, but the crafting thing is still a bit of a problem. Let's go fight the boss a couple of times, see if it actually drops something, because allegedly that could give you a lot of mythics that way too. I'll try it on Torment 7. I'm not on Torment 12 right now because I don't know life the game anymore, because this season's getting kind of mid, so I've just kind of been taking my time and not really going super crazy. Ideally today, we're looking for Eaglehorn Mythic, Andariel's Visage, which is basically Shaco for those of you who don't know. Anything that could realistically make our time a little bit better. I do also have Rune Words on my gear now, too, because I was being a bit lazy. You better drop Mythics, because you're supposed to be allegedly a good Mythic farm. At least you're guaranteed the Pandemonium Fragments. But the items still look kind of bad, in my opinion. Obviously, higher up you go, the better the chances. I'm just gonna put the yellow and blue garbage in the corner for now. And we're doing this just to farm Pandemonium Fragments. Again, pants. I'll keep the gray pants because I can always roll them into something else and then maybe try to upgrade a unique there if I have to. Still nothing like super significant. So we're going to be running bosses for the beginning of the stream. In case you're wondering. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. This is the boss that allegedly gives you a lot of Pandemonium Fragments. Like, you're guaranteed Pandemonium Fragments now, which I think is important. Okay, good. Nice, 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 nice. Probably should move. Felt like maybe. I could probably do her at T8. But I don't want to because, again, it's about fast, efficient farming. If it takes me a long time to do this, it's not an effective use of my time. So we do it at the most comfortable thing that we could do runs at. And then as we go progress a little bit higher up in Paragon, get better gear, then we can see. I don't feel like I got Pandemonium Fragments from that drop, unless I automatically picked them up. To me, it looks like it's still the same thing where it's not guaranteed. Because I didn't see any drop there. I could be wrong. But to me, it looked like it did not drop anything. We're also trying to spawn a Belial here. Does it give us more superior keys? I don't know if Belial can spawn here. Some people said it's glitched, but I can't 100% confirm that or not. Drop the blue gear here. Nothing, 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 nothing. No. What did I get so far? Gladiators. Oh, we got to upgrade to our gloves. Okay. So, at least in farming this. It's sort of an upgrade, it's sort of not. Because if you look at 108, for the increased damage, it's less. It sort of is and sort of not. But hey, getting a piece of ancestral gear will help quite a bit as we continue to go further in the season. I don't know if I'm going to continue playing it. Depends how, like, today goes in terms of, like, looting. Because I think it's, like, I don't want to have, like, all chase items at the start of the season, but I want to feel like I can see stuff dropping significantly, which I haven't felt so far this season like that's been the case necessarily. Like, just for context, Rob, who's a famous, like, blaster in this game for Diablo 4, as well as Wujo. Okay, there were sparks that time. I did see it. I picked it up because I was standing there. They've been blasting for a while. I think Rob, I saw their stream a little bit of it. They did 156 superior keys, and they got about 21 mythics to drop. I'm hoping I will maybe get lucky-ish But it seems like a regular player who's not spending like a lot of time in this game. So obviously I have a life and I have other things outside of this. I do play other video games besides Diablo. Might, like, for the average player that just spends like 4 or 5 hours, maybe you're not going to see anything. It's starting to look like that. But again, we have more keys still, right? We have 9 keys left, and then we still have 23 lair bosses that we can do. It's significant. I'm gonna go back to base because we have too much gear on us. So we should probably fix ourselves that way. Season rank can be found in Seasons tab in the menu. So we're gonna go over here, we'll go back into the portal, we'll farm her a lot. Today is really like a boss day, because that's like the thing that they fixed the most. Actually, you not be dumb here. Don't want to lose the pair of gloves. Everything else is junk. Maybe not the bow, because I can roll the bow for something. The rest of it is junk, though. Maybe not the daggers, because we can roll for the daggers, too. That crafted tag really, like, screws things up, because you can't... If not, we would be kind of in business right now, Dreadknights. But the fact that the crafted thing, and you gotta, like, hopefully rely on the bosses to drop something, that's the part of the season that just kind of makes it not so great. You know? It was kind of ill thought out. But at least, you know, you're getting pandemonium fragments for doing this now, so they've done things to increase at least the odds for the crafting part of it. But the iconic part is still the problem, because since you can't really use any of the ones you craft at the blacksmith, it's like you have to choose. Do you use the one in the cube? Alright, let's move this way. Pop that. Oh, she's dead. I could probably do her at a Torment 8, but I don't really want to take the risk because I just want to do the farming as fast as possible. No mythics again. Is she guaranteed to drop a mythics? I wonder. Okay, Ancestral Charm. I will take a look at that. I do have duplicates of that I don't need. I hope I don't pick up one and it's the same one, because that happens a lot in this game. Okay, it's the alchemy one. Fine. Put the pants. I don't think you can get Belial to spawn here, which is kind of a bit crazy. Dropping the yellows over here, because they don't do anything for me. I have so much of that crafting material anyway to begin with from doing Nightmare Dungeons. Commendation. Ooh, it's an Ancestral version, so that's nice. Godslayer count, Ancestral version, that's kind of useful too. At least for where we are. But ideally, Mythics. Again. Roar. Let's use this for positioning. Okay. Gotta cast this again. Let's do that. She's done. I do it because these are 30-second runs, so you do it at whatever thing you can do it at comfortably. This is unlucky. Very, very unlucky. There's a legendary seal there, but I'm not really picking up seals at the moment. I have what I need. I don't think I've saw this item at all this season, so it's something different. Garbage. Garbage. Why is it garbage? Because I don't need to use yellows for this build. Ancestral. A mythic of the gloves I was using would be good too. Still a lot of junk-ish. That's like Mother's Embrace. Ugh, whenever you see those, you get sad. I remember when you get one for, like, the story mode. And you get, like, really hyped for it. Watch out. Reposition. Reposition. Where'd you go? It's behind me. It's kind of cute. It's because my ice was up. That wasn't a good damage rotation. I kind of flubbed it there, but that's okay. Good amount. Open the chest. This is getting in the way. More sparks. More boots. No mythics from this boss. Starting to think this boss doesn't drop mythics at all. Which is fine. We have multiple ways we can farm for mythics today. I want to run this boss a couple times because this is like the seasonal thing, so I want to see if it's even worth to do this. The answer so far is like, no, it doesn't seem like it. What do we get? I don't think I had that either, so it is dropping different loot than before. Is most of this... See, if that was a mythic, that would be useful. No. Unlucky. Oh, hold on. Something hiding there. The Narrow Crown, is it ancestral? Nope. Why would I need an ancestral piece of gear? Again! Again! Keep fighting the same boss over and over again. Roar. I'm not afraid of you. Maybe a little bit. Let's reposition. Alright then. It's done. Oh, she's dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch, the wicked witch. Here's a... I gotta open this one more time. No mythics. However, I see some stuff mixed in there that might be useful. In theory. Let's see. I should probably use the loot filter, but I'm lazy. I'll just be honest with all of you. Alright, Soul Brand Ancestral. I had a mythic version of this. I got rid of it because I didn't care for it. Orphan Maker, this is staying on the ground here. There's a glitch with the Orphan Maker right now where you can't break it down. Salvage it if you mark it. Like, you have to do all, so I don't want to be borrowed with that. Let's go back to base. We'll put some of this loot in the box. We'll break down a lot of it. We'll continue to farm this boss until we run out of keys. Then we'll move on to the next boss, and we'll keep testing to see the mythic drop rate. So far, the only mythic new that I've gotten today is a upgrade of the Wind Force, but it was via the crafting recipe. And because I already have this crafted, I don't really want to switch the bow, even though it's slightly a better damage output, until I can get either another version of this or something better that drops naturally to replace it. Let's see. Godslayer Crown I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep the soul... Oop. What am I doing? I don't want to equip that. That's a fun glitch. Said no one ever. Alright, let's try that again. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'll keep that. I'll keep that because I don't have any of those. Everything else is pretty much... the Eagle Horn, because... Oh, we have no more box space for that. Unfortunate. The rest of the stuff is garbage, right? Pretty much. We have so much of this gear, too, it's not even funny at this point. All items. Now we gotta go pick up the rest of the loot and farm the boss some more. Because I need to make space so I can actually get to the key. As you can see, it's a lot of junk in the way. This is what happens when you farm too much. Might as well get the crafting material. We'll fight a boss in a minute. Let me just go make some space so it's nice and clean. And we also have, like, that's right, a death mask that can go in the garbage can too. I don't really need it at this point.
How can I help?
All items.
Forge is always hot.
I would continue to fight more bosses, Dreadknights. How is everybody today? I'm doing pretty good. Can't complain. It's hot. There's a heat wave. Got to put my AC on a little bit later tonight. Having Wendy's for dinner. I know I said I was going to eat more healthy. Just haven't had really a lot of time to cook because I've been kind of... Are we out of keys? No, we're not. Okay. It just took a while to spawn it. So I have Wendy's for dinner. Got an upcoming trip, so I will be gone for the weekend. And then on top of the weekend, I will also be gone next week for business. So I have like a mini trip for the weekend, and then on top of the mini trip, that'll be away for a full entire week. So don't expect any streams. I'm not doing any pre-recorded content. I don't have the time for that. So I need a well-deserved break because I've gone like 6 years and never had a break doing this stuff. I'm taking a break. It's a business trip too, so it might not look like it, but a Soul Brand, Gladiator Shrimp. Alright, that's kind of garbage. I'm not picking up the seals because I don't have any space for it. And none of these are going to be like significant upgrades to anything that I have concurrently on the build. Okay. So yeah, break. But it's technically still work, so it's not truly a break. It's just a break from streaming. And I thought about doing pre-recorded content, but I just don't got the time for that. I gotta be honest with you. And the thing is, like, on YouTube these days, it's not even worth doing pre-recorded content. This is the way the algo works. That's why you see me so much more on Twitch these days, too. No mythic unique. How many superior keys do we have left? 3. So I'm going to save the superior keys. I'm going to go farm a different boss for a bit. So we'll start farming Duriel. Because I think Duriel has the highest chance of giving me a mythic, hopefully, that I need. Of the iconic, assuming that the drop rate is fair. But so far, we had 15 superior keys. And we didn't get a mythic. We got a lot of ancestral stuff. But most of it, again, is like loot that I'm never going to be able to use anyway. Because either it's just not right for this particular build that we're doing, or can't upgrade me to a better build. So I know some people out there probably want some pieces of gear, but for me, this is all junk. Alright. So we have 3 keys. I had 15 at the start. We've been farming that boss for about 20 minutes. Nothing. So let's switch to superior keys. I don't want the Harbinger because there's not too much that it drops that's necessarily what I'm looking for in terms of chase items. Like Undariel, Belial, any of those would be technically better. I think Belial works on superior keys though, if I'm not mistaken. Undariel, where's Duriel? Duriel's like somewhere tucked in, there it is. So fight Duriel a bit. I've gotten lucky. Most of the gear that I've always gotten that's been useful in terms of the season has been from Duriel drop so far. So we shall see. In theory, if you kill this boss a whole bunch of times, maybe we will get a mythic unique. I have some, don't get me wrong. If you missed part of the stream, I'm rocking so far 2 pieces of mythics. But that was pre-patch mythics that I just kind of got kind of lucky, and one of them, crafting-wise, was like, well, it's the best in slot for now. But the things I really want, I still haven't gotten this season. And I'm like Paragon 218, so, you know. I probably popped that way too late. I should have waited. Okay. Rawr, you're angry. Move. Come on, breakpoint. Gotta kill him before he poisons me. Paragon 219 now? You better give me better drops than the Earthing. Give me some superior keys while you're at it. Who was killing me with a stray bullet? Rude. Alright, nothing in terms of mythics again. Again, we're gonna try to move this to the Corner of Shame. Not just yet. I'll do the Corner of Shame later when we don't have space, just to make it fast and efficient. Brar. Duriel, for those of you who don't know, is a Diablo 2 boss, originally from Diablo 2. And the first time you see him, he's pretty scary to deal with. This one, he's a hardish fight, but he... Like, I don't find really any of the bosses, if you're doing them at the right level, hard in this game. It's just like getting back to Tournament 12 takes a while because you have to Paragon farm like crazy. Like, realistically speaking, you should probably be at, like, Paragon 260-ish. Maybe do Tournament 12. No mythics. Shard of Agony. Yeah, joy. Ancestral 1. See if we can make some space. Drop this. Is it an upgrade for something I have? Not really. Poison resistance is nice to have, but I prefer the +3 to the marksman skill. Unlucky. It's poison resistance, you see it's putting in work against Burial, which itself is poison resistant at the moment. Or is poison damage, excuse me. Come on. Roar. Oh, was dumb on my part. So I don't want him to go into his phase 2, because then it's a pain in the butt to deal with. Not the best damage rotation, but killed them again. We have a lot of keys for this, so we should, in theory, see at least one mythic drop. So far, the drops have been worse, actually, on this guy. How's that possible? Let's go back to base and dump this junk. I saved up a bunch of keys because it's like when the patch comes out, we're gonna need them. Boy, was I right, but so far, again, looting this season just doesn't feel good. There's no other way to put it. Like, I'm not getting enough of the drops that I actually need. I'm spending a lot of time doing stuff that feels tedious. I don't think your season should feel technically tedious. The player. Hold on.
Don't ruin all that work.
Razor plate? Ew. How many of those did we get in a row? Gross. Well, items. Alright, let's go back to the portal. Fight the boss again a bunch of times. I'll switch between Duriel and Andariel. So I'll do, like, I don't know. We had 20 free keys, if my math was right. So now we're 20. When I get down to, like, 10 keys, I'll do Andariel, and we'll switch, if possible. Roar, you're angry. Come on, Duriel. And this is, like, the best way to get mythics, ironically, but it's also not much faster. Back, just so I have a little bit of distance here. Also, because I can miss the poison entirely. Nice. Open sesame, and it just spawns here, that's why I'm there. Ancestral pair of gloves, it better be the pair that I need, because if it's not, I challenge thee to fisticuffs. It's not the one I need, of course. Time to go farm it again. So, have anybody been hearing about the whole bug that's going around that's causing people to get, like, violently upset to their stomach? Apparently, there was a study that was done today that links that the outbreak of that parasite that's causing everybody to get aggressive diarrhea is actually linked to Taco Bell's lettuce, of all things. So Taco Bell lettuce is apparently getting a whole bunch of people sick. Hello, Rogue Plays. How are you doing today? Have I been? I've been okay. I'm just playing a little bit of Diablo 4 because there's a new patch update that's supposed to make the season feel better to play. So far, it's been something. It's been something, buddy. I don't think I would consider it something good at the moment. I feel like it's something bad. Haven't really gotten any significant loot. We're wasting a whole bunch of keys finding a bunch of bosses, trying to find a purple drop to go. The drop? Purple drops, for those who don't know, is the best gear in the game. And they've done things to rework it this season, and the reworking of it hasn't been really good for people who've been playing this game a long time, like myself, as well as a lot of other content creators. Ooh. Rubber banded? No, I didn't get rubber banded there. Ooh. That usually doesn't happen. Oh well. Felt like that was a little bit of a spike there, but hey. It is what it is sometimes. Crying face? Crying face? Yeah. Oh, laughing face. Yeah, it's good to hear that you're doing good. I hope everybody's doing well. You know? So yeah, Taco Bell, though, is getting people sick. Apparently the lettuce. You gotta be careful. Like, I don't eat lettuce to begin with. I know that's kind of crazy because people like Dread eat healthy. Dread don't eat healthy. Oh, you kidding me? Again? Nope. Yeah, I was about to say, not again, mother beeper. Okay, there we go. That was our run back. I'm not IV? What? I'm not what? I'm doing good? I'm not doing good? Is that what you're saying? I don't understand what you're saying. Please reiterate. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit confused as to whether you're doing or not doing well. If you're not, I'm sorry to hear that. It's been, you know, summer has been a little bit stressful for a lot of people, you know? But getting back to Taco Bell, yeah. Apparently Les is getting people sick. Apparently, like Les and cilantro, you have to be careful from outside because there's a parasite that gives you, like, violent diarrhea. Which kind of sucks because I like cilantro and not lettuce. I like a lot of cilantro because I eat like a lot of Mexican food. Because I like Taco Bell, Chipotle, stuff like that. And it's been. I'm trying to stay away from certain things. Like even the Wendy's I got today, I didn't. I'm doing good, but I typed and not. Oh, okay. Okay. I get it. Anything good? No, I don't play trap builds, so that's useless.
The forge is
Come on. What are these? Garbage.
There's that.
All items. Come on, purple loot. I believe in your purple loot. I believe in your purple loot. Come on, purple loot. Don't make me farm bosses for 2 hours, Diablo, and it's not good. That would be most unfortunate. Anybody play any good games lately? Anybody got game recommendations? People have been trying to get me to play that dumb game, Mecha Chameleon. I'm not into friend swap games. I'm experiencing some lag on this boss, which is kind of funny. How did I die? Give me 1 second, Dreadknights. Okay, we're green in OBS, so I know it's not me. Maybe servers have been hit kind of hard because I know a lot of people are playing the season now. Whenever like a whole bunch of people flood the servers, there's like rubber banding. People have complained about it. I saw Wujio, which is a famous speedrunner for this game, has been complaining about it too. Okay, seems good now. Where are... Okay, let's go. We're good. In fact, come on, we got him. Dead. Give me good loot. Come on, better loot, please. I need it, I want it, I deserve it. Well, Belial, so we'll get, like, a superior key as long as we don't potato brain and actually beat him. Yeah, come on, Belial. Act up and get smacked up, that's the say. You cannot beat the great and powerful Dreadscape Gaming. That was fast. Yes. I know we're not on Tournament 12, but I haven't been no-lifing this season. In case you're wondering why I'm not doing it at a higher tournament difficulty. I'm up to Tournament 10, but I can't do it, like, clear comfortably because I need, like, Paragon at least 260 in terms of levels. And better gear. Like, I need everything to be ancestral on this. And with a little bit better stat rolls. Which we don't have for everything just yet. On top of this is like a B tier build. Like, I want to move on to Eagle Eye or Eagle Horn, which is the penetrating shot build. But I haven't gotten the rest of the gear that I need at a better stats to drop. So that's why I haven't, in case you're wondering. Come on, Duriel. Give me mythics. I need them. I deserve them. I've only been playing a lot of the season so far. Move so I don't get hit by that. He's about to get stunned. Uh-oh. Nope. Move back. Got him. His, I don't need that. Give me the chest. Give me another Belial ambush, please. Like Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory. You get nothing and you'll be happy. All I want is good loot. Is that too much to ask for? The dagger is kind of useful, but I have a bunch of them already. If you saw the amount of stuff I was hoarding in my actual inventory back at camp. Nothing. How many of these keys do we have left? That's even a better question. 15? So we'll do him until we get to 10 keys. When we get to 10 keys, we'll swap to something else. I read that already. Anybody been playing good games? Like I said, somebody tried to get me into Mecha Chameleon. I was like, nah, Dread don't play Friend Slap. The only one I played that's Friend Slap game is Repo. I was actually playing, not on stream, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel yesterday because there was the event that was going on, Fusion XYZ event, and they gave you like a whole bunch of gems. I think it was 25,000 gems or something like that. Maybe less. I think it was like 1,500. And I did the event. I had to go face basically mirror matches of Branded, which is not necessarily fun to do. I had to play for about 4 hours straight. Got my gems. Went and bought the Branded bundle, which is supposed to give you a guaranteed super rare, or not super rare, excuse me, an ultra rare in it. Which is 16,000 gems, mind you, Dreadknights. I didn't get one ultra rare. I got the alternate art cards that come with the bundle and the coin, but I got nothing. So I basically wasted 4 hours of my time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel doing an event to get gems to hope to get like actual ultra rares I could break down for our stuff, as well as get a cool bundle that I wanted because I wanted the alternate art for Ecclesia as well as Fleur de Ris, because I play a Dogmatica deck as well as I play a Branded deck for those of you who don't know. And I didn't get anything else that you're supposed to be guaranteed. And the thing about it is, like, usually you get Master Duel, when you don't buy a bundle and you buy, like, packs and you don't get an ultra rare in packs, the next 10 packs that you buy will give you a guaranteed ultra rare. But unfortunately, in the bundles, it doesn't work that way because you can't buy another bundle. Once you buy one bundle, that's it. It's like a one-time limited offer. So I got basically ripped off by Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel yesterday. And after that, I was like, well, do I really want to play more Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel? There's another event that's coming up in like 2 weeks. And based on my experiences with this one, where it's like, it's going to be a Legendary Cup or something like that, where you can only play like a theme deck. I was thinking maybe playing Galaxy Eyes, if like majority of cards aren't banned for that. But after the experience I had, I don't even know if I'm going to play it. Because, like, the thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel lately, I've mentioned it before in stream, it's not fun to play. Because it's mostly, like, coin flip simulator lately, and I don't want to accuse a lot of the player base for, like, cheating, but there's, like, actual cheating that's going on in the game. Where there's people using automated bots. Like, I was in the forum today on Steam. I was looking at people, and people were complaining that they can't use their auto burn decks and like their auto FTKs and stuff. And the thing about it is, like, if they're complaining on the board about it, usually means that they're doing some stuff sussy and manipulating the game in a certain way. And there's been other things that I've had certain duels lately off of stream, mind you, because I haven't been playing it on stream, because on top of that, we've been dealing with a lot of like stream sniping with Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel lately. I found out, you know, I've been running into some very sussy matches. And the thing is that you can report to Konami, which I do, but they only give you 3 reports in the day. And then on top of having like the 3 reports in the day that you do, what ends up happening a lot of the time is Konami doesn't get the report, and then there's like softcore cheating. It happens more in the events than it does in rank, but it's still annoying nonetheless. I don't know if I can attach any more Paragon boards because I think I maxed out on it. Alright, let's try this again. Uh-oh, I'm in the wrong side. Just looking at chat for a second. It's not your fault. It's mine. That was a skill issue on my part. Reposition myself so he can't hit me. I got the shield. You're gonna charge at me. I don't think so, sir. He's stunned. Perfect opportunity to blast him. Nice. Still no mythics, though. How many keys have we run through? We're at 13 keys. Not one purple piece of loot in any of this. What is this tomfoolery? Let's go back to base, get rid of this stuff, and then we'll start another one of it. And check sure these guys are good. Yeah, you are. You're in green. Do you think we'll get a purple before stream ends today? I don't even know at this point, Dreadknights. I hope so. I feel like we're just doing the same thing over and over again, not getting any, like, successful results whatsoever. And this is technically the best way to get mythics. Anything that I can keep. Nothing of value is lost here. Like, it's crazy that I'm having all these whites drop, and I don't have anything like that's even remotely usable, so it's like, well, we'll just junk everything. Here we go again. Like, I can understand, like, if you were trying to go for an MMO feel, where MMOs tend to do this, but Diablo is a dungeon crawler. You're supposed to get, like, significant loot. Significant upgrades, especially as you're trying to climb to endgame. Like, we're in endgame technically, but, like, to get to Tournament 12 is the destination always for season. It feels like this season I would have to invest a lot of time that I don't think is necessarily worth it at the moment. Okay. That was a smooth boss run. Oh, the maggots are actually still alive? Okay, let's get rid of them. Give me good purple gear. This is just shenanigans. How many more keys? 11 keys. Technically, we're gonna go farm on Dariel now and switch it up. Because we did him, I don't know, 15 or 20 times. They didn't drop anything I was looking for. So it's probably better to move on to a different boss and then try it. And then we'll go in and do, like, some of the seasonal objectives, see if we can open up some things. We'll also roll some Pandemonium fragments, because we have a lot of Pandemonium fragments, and see if we get the bow and arrow that I would necessarily want. I'm gonna get rid of this gear, though, because I don't want to take it with me. A razor blade, again. That dagger would have been great, like, at the start of the season, when I didn't have the R1 that's much better. Now it's just kind of useless. And again, that's the kind of like the core problem, which I don't understand Blizzard's thought process here. People seeing a whole bunch of loot that they can't necessarily use when they're looking for, like, better chase items in the end. This doesn't make you want to play longer, it makes you want to dip out. I don't think the devs really truly thought this through in terms of how they rework these mythics. Because, like, I don't want to get a mythic every stream, keep that in mind. But, like, last season you would get at least every stream that we do, or every run we would do, we'd at least, in a 2-hour session, see one drop. Even if it wasn't something that we could necessarily use for our build, it was something. I feel like the drop rate's actually worse after this patch, as opposed to better. So, I don't know, maybe something's broken on the back end. Maybe you just really gotta be Tournament 12 to see good loot at this point. If that's the case, like, that's a lot of grind to not see anything that can help you exponentially raise your power. I don't know. Roar! It's on Dariel! She's poisoned! Also, she's actually harder, in my opinion, than fighting Dariel sometimes. Get staggered! Get staggered! Yep, that was fast and clean. Simple and clean. Bye-bye, witch. Technically, she's not a witch. She's a demon, like a spider demon thing. I wasn't really expecting a mythic on the first rotation, but a guy can dream, can't they? Right? One can dream. Don't let dreams be dreams. Roar, you're angry. You are going to get wrecked. Need to be a little bit further away, but it's okay. We dashed and killed her. We dashed our hopes and dreams. Get wrecked, nerd. Open sesame. No mythics again. And I feel like she's giving me even less uniques. Is that even possible? Is this better than what I have? It might be a slight upgrade. Not really. It is and it isn't, if that makes sense. Godslayer Crown. I'm still not seeing the iconic mythics dropping in the bosses, which is what the whole point of farming the bosses is to get iconic mythic. So there are 12 mythics in the game. They're the highest chase items of the purple. Before 3.0, all you had to do was farm a bunch of bosses and you would have a chance of one of them dropping. This season, I fought bosses many, many times. I've yet to see an iconic mythic drop. At all. And I've done almost an hour of boss farming with a bunch of keys. The system is so backwards, it's not even funny. It's like 2 steps forward in terms of some game mechanics, and then 6 steps back, literally. I'm hoping she gets staggered, or we could just overpower her where she stays in the corner and thinks about her actions, the consequences of her actions. Alright. Not bad. Not great. Let's open this chest and get nothing. Shit, cold. This is even worse than the last chest rotation. What the? Oof? You for real, man? Blizzard. If you want people to continue to play your season, they actually have to see good stuff drop out of these things. I've spent 25 of these keys, and we haven't seen anything. Plus the superior keys I spent like 12 of those, and we still haven't seen even one mythic. It could have been any mythic, mind you. Roar! Apparently somebody didn't like me saying go stand in the corner and think about your consequences of your actions. Isn't that like a valid thing to say to Andariel? I mean, actions have consequences, do they not? I mean, most people in chat would agree with me on that, right? If you do something and it's not necessarily something very nice, there are consequences to it. Don't you agree, chat? Dread, what item are you hoping to get? The item that I'm hoping to get right now is a Andariel's Visage, which is a purple helmet. On top of that, I wouldn't mind also getting a ring of Starless Skies, which is a purple ring. It's not stuff that I have in gear. They're very hard chase items. But we did get a Nemesis portal, which will give us a higher chance of getting something new. Nice. We fight 2 extra bosses now. This is a game mechanic too. Nice, nice, nice. We'll fight 2 extra bosses. And see how it goes. Lord Zir! I'm actually not afraid of them. If we don't get a purple off a Nemesis layer, like, I'm gonna be mad. Because this drops a whole bunch of loot. Look how much loot it drops. Not one purple item. Are you for real, man? Not one freaking purple item. We just fought 3 bosses in a row, plus the Nemesis mechanic. And there were no mythics at all. Oh, man. How? That's not even fair. I'm literally besides myself this season. Oh my god. That is hilarious. But at least there's an ancestral bow. Maybe I'll be an eagle eye mixed in there. Maybe I'll be the king of England. Oh, a unique charm. Unique charms are very rare, so I'm not mad about that. I just gotta try to pick it up. But there's like a whole bunch of junk that I gotta get rid of first. More. I need this. This is not an upgrade for what I have. See if I can pick up the seals mixed in here. Hold on. There it goes. What charm is it? Respite Dirk. Deal 90% increased damage to isolated enemies? That might be good for a boss. Right now, the one I'm using is this. Cord. Each damage over time, you apply explosive damage. So we could try this out if we want, just for poops and giggles. It's not like... It's better than what I have, in a way. Lucky hit chance. Deal 650 poison damage randomly? I don't know if I like that, though. I'll think about it. But hey, it's something. Nice! Yeah, that's hard, because these talismans are very rare drops. That's like a 2% chance drop. So that's something. Something great? Eh. It's something. I'll take that over some of the herb stuff that we got. So at least we got something out of that Nemesis Lair, but it wasn't necessarily what I was hoping for. Some gloves and rings mixed in there. Yen's Blessing is terrible. It's not the ancestral version, so is it... What's the ancestral bow? I saw an ancestral bow drop. Cassia's Grace! Why? I keep seeing this as ancestral. It's driving me mad. Some people like that build. I do not. No, man. We got played. Dreadknights, we got played. Eh. Let's just go back to base and cry. Cry, cry, cry. I'm not even gonna bother picking up the rest of the stuff. Most of this stuff is getting junked yet again. We gotta go back and farm on Dario. All items. Don't have to worry about the charm, because the charm is in a different slot, in case you're wondering. This box is gonna tell me I have that stuff dropped. Don't need it. Junk. Alright. Let's continue to fight Undario. We have a bunch of keys that we have to burn through in hopes to get better loot. See how it says, by the way, has a chance to drop mythic items? That's why this was like so reliable in past seasons. But the drop rates have been completely messed up with this season because they wanted to change things to make them harder to get. But at this point, I feel like they've made it impossible to get at this point. Which isn't really a good feeling. Because I would probably have to spend 24 hours just trying to get mythics to drop. And realistically speaking, an average player in Diablo 4, that's not somebody that's like streaming or playing 24/7, doesn't have that type of time. I mean, sure, there's 70 days in the season, but if you want to be able to climb to the leaderboard and stuff, the tower, you need specific mythic uniques to drop that are important for the build to take it where it needs to go. Because if not, you just can't. You won't be able to compete. You won't even be able to make it into tournament because you need to have rolls that increase your damage exponentially. So, you know, it's like, what do you do at that point? That map is massive? Which map? The one that I was in before, where I went to town? A lot of the maps in this game are pretty massive. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's some fun to be had in Diablo 4, but I think this is not the season to jump into it. For newer players that might look at this and be like, hey, this seems kind of fun, I'd like to give it a try. Not this season. If it was last season when the Lord of Hatred expansion dropped, like, that season was fun to play. I played a bunch of it. On stream, I even streamed the story mode. But, like, the way it is in its current state, I would skip this season and wait till next one. Yeah, that sounds big, but there's actually one that's way bigger than that, even. I was kind of hoping that we were actually going to see a purple drop there. I'm, like, gaslighting myself now at this point. Like, maybe we'll get it. Maybe, maybe, maybe. I feel like the person... I'm not making light of this, but I feel like I'm in an abusive relationship with Diablo 4, and I need to leave it. But I can't leave it because part of me still, like, loves it. But I don't love, like, these drops right now. These drops are killing me, man. I'm in a toxic relationship with Diablo 4, and I can't quit it. I can quit all the rest of my toxic relationships, but apparently I can't quit Diablo 4. Why do we have so many of these? Let me see what the legendary seal is. It's not even a 6 charm, so that's like, I can't use that. It's just trash. Alright, on to the next one. Yeah, actually, that seems crazy. What seems crazy in particular, if you don't mind my asking, Rope? Like, there's fun to be had in the game, don't get me wrong. But this season's just not it. Hopefully they fix the loot. I think they will. I think it'll be, not this season, but next season they'll fix it. Because it's universally hated, these changes right now. Purple loot, please. Let's go! And it's a helm. It might be the helm I need. Let's go. So it took a lot of keys, Dreadknights. We had 25 keys. I don't do math. So we have, what, 13-ish keys left we spent to get it? We had more luck with Undario. I don't know if it's the item I needed, though. But we did actually get a mythic unique from the boss. So they still do drop. It's slightly better than before. Not by much. It's still insanely hard in the drop rates. Please be an Undario's Visage. Please be an Undario's Visage. Godslayer Crown? It's not even an actual iconic mythic. I mean, I do need this for a different build. But this just pisses me off, fam. Like, I'm just probably gonna junk it and hope that I can get the Undario's Visage from the Spark. So we did all that work, and it's still not the item that we need, which is the chase item, which is the Undario's Visage. Oh, goodness gracious. Again. Life is pain, and pain is love, and love is pain right now, Dreadknights. See, the toxic relationship between me and Diablo IV continues. Should just leave Diablo IV, but no, I get that dopamine hit of a good item that's... It's not a bad item. There are builds I could use, it's just not this build. Hey, at least it's a mythic, so... We got a mythic on stream. Maybe we can get more than just one. Notice the music is really picked up here. Whatever I do, I can't junk this. Ironically, look, this is a mythic version of this, but the Ancestral Unique has a better roll. Ironically. Make it make sense. Again. Like in the words of Marvel Rivals, again! Right? Anybody play Marvel Rivals? I've been thinking on getting back into it. A, streamer friend of mine that's also a VTuber by the name of Yazi plays it. Yazi, for those of you who don't know who they are, I recommend checking them out on Twitch. They play a lot of Dead by Daylight, but they play also a lot of Marvel Rivals. Oh no, so a useless mythic, kind of. For me, particularly, yes. It's kind of useless. For somebody else, they'd be very happy to have it. For me, I appreciate the drop, but can't do anything with it. Alright, we have a lot of yellow that I'm going to put in the corner of shame. Just so I don't have to keep going back to base. We'll only keep orange items, white items, and if we get more purple to drop, we'll get some purple items to drop as well, hopefully. Whew. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm having fun, even though we're not getting the loot. Bucky! You play Marvel Rivals? Really want to get back into it. But the thing is, like, the last time I played Marvel Rivals, like, it was really, really toxic. Like, I was trying to learn Deadpool when Deadpool came out, and, like, I jumped into casual play, right? Because I was like, well, it's casual play. I'm not going to try to learn a new character on, like, actual rank mode, because that's just suicide. And what ended up happening in the game, it's suicide. YouTube, don't get upset by me saying that. And what ended up happening was, like, my first game just trying to learn it, people were being, like, mad toxic. Saying, get off this game, you beeping noob, and all that stuff. I was like, yeah. I'm not playing Marvel Rivals again. I'll play, like, if I'm playing with friends. Like, I have another streamer friend by the name of Abra Hill. He's more famous for Fortnite and stuff. I've played with him on Twitch a couple times. He's into Marvel Rivals quite a bit. He plays a lot with his son. And he does Twitch now a lot. I definitely recommend also checking him out if you're into, like, Fortnite and Marvel Rivals. He's family friendly, too. Which I try to be for the most part. I try to do it. Sometimes I'm not great at it, because, you know, sometimes you gotta let out an F-bomb. Alright, I gotta drop this. The thing about it is with the Nemesis lair, I can't leave because I gotta go into that Nemesis lair. Because if I leave, it disappears. And this is a chance to fight, like, extra bosses and maybe get more loot out of that. So gotta do it. Yeah, I played a bit. I played at my friend's house because I play on an Xbox One. Oh, you're an Xbox One gamer. What type of games do you play on Xbox One? Mostly these days, I'm a PC gamer. I'm... Watch out. Where's the air boss? It's only one boss here? Okay, there's a second one. Is that Belial? Oh, no. It's Grimnor. I think Grimnor can give me Dargel's Visage, too. Purple, please. Purple, please. I'm begging here. No purple items. I was hoping maybe we'd get, like, a rare charm, too. Nope. Extra boss fight. And we didn't get anything. Unlucky. Is there an ancestral piece of gear mixed in? If not, I'm just not even gonna bother picking it up. A dagger, a ring, There's a helm. Yeah, there is a helm mixed in there. Alright, let's drop some of this stuff. It's not gonna be that big of a deal. Somebody out there is crying that I'm dropping all these oranges, but at this point the chase is for purple and white ancestral gear. Anything? There's one more thing mixed in there. It's a sword. Do you see it? I saw it. It's up there. There's also the chest armor. There's also the ring. Everything else we can leave on the floor. I want to pick up the Shattered Prison, but it's like mixed in an area I can't necessarily... I grabbed it. Okay. Back to camp. Look at this pieces of gear. And then I'll probably farm Andariel a little bit more because we got lucky at least with her dropping a mythic as opposed to freaking Duriel, who is a cheapskate to us. Man. But I've been interested in playing Shadow of the Colossus, but the problem is, like, Shadow of the Colossus, for those of you who don't know, it's an old PlayStation 2 game. And the thing with the PlayStation 2 version of the game, it's hard to kind of stream it, because I have to connect my system to a capture card. And I don't have one of those capture cards for old school systems that can upscale. Now, I know there's probably some people in chat that are going to say, hey, Dread, why don't you do it a different way? The thing about that is I try to avoid stuff of that nature, you know, because I'm a streamer, and it will affect sponsorships and other stuff if I were to do that, so I can't do it that way. So I'm trying to figure out a way that I could play Shadow of the Colossus. Not the ring I need, unfortunately. Wind Force. I have a lot of Wind Force that are going to get just rolled into something else anyway, so we could get rid of that. I got rid of the Godslayer crown, but I wasn't going to use it anyway, for those of you who are probably freaking out. What we're going to do with it is eventually we'll use it with Sparks to see if we can get the Unreal Visage that way. So don't freak out because I got rid of the... That was intentional, for those of you who are wondering. It wasn't a mistake. It was like intentional. I wasn't planning to keep it. I can't use it for anything in this build. If it was a Crown of Lucian, that would be a little bit different. You play Overwatch 2, Monster Hunter World, and Rise, Warframe. I have Rainbow Siege, but I haven't played in a while. And now recently I got Naruto, Baruto, Shinobi Striker. I haven't played a Naruto game in a long time. This is maybe going to hurt a lot of people's feelings in chat. But I did watch, obviously, the Naruto television series from Japan. I don't watch English-dubbed anime. This is going to hurt people's feelings, do not like English-dubbed anime. I feel like it should be in its original language, and that is never going to change, my opinion, ever, on that stuff. I don't like English-dubbed voice acting. I just think all of it's terrible, for the exception of, like, Cowboy Bebop. But I watched the Japanese version of Naruto, the original series. I watched Shippuden. I just was never really too big of a fan, but I did play one or two of the video games, like the first couple of video games that came out for, like, the PlayStation 2. I think it was like the very first Naruto fighting game for the PlayStation 2. I actually still have it. One of these days I'll take a picture of it and post it to social media so these guys can check, because I keep old school video game systems and consoles. I'm a strong believer in physical media. That's why I was like, Shadow Colossus would be fun to stream, because it's very Monster Hunter-like. I think it's only available now, maybe on the PlayStation 4, and again, with what Sony's doing currently, I don't really support much of what Sony's doing. Because as a lot of people know, they're doing away with physical media, which I don't believe in. I think consumers should have the right to be able to own things physically as opposed to digitally. I know I'm playing a game right now that you can buy digitally because I'm playing on Battle.net, but people who actually play this on Xbox, PlayStation 5, etc. have the ability to buy a physical copy, if I remember correctly, of Diablo 4, where you actually get a disc. I don't know, feel free to fact check me if that's wrong. But I'm a strong believer in physical media. So, what Sony's doing, I do not agree with. Which is why I'm less inclined to... I'm not, like, boycotting it, because I don't feel like boycotts with stuff like that really ever does anything, to be honest with you all. Like, you have to speak over your wallets, and, like... Am I allowed to say this without getting in trouble? I can kind of say this because I do journalism in the past, and I do have connections still within it. Sony is probably not going to revert their change on the physical media, because for them, only 20% of the market, I think it is, or even is physical media only buyers, right? And for them, 20% of the market is a couple million people, which is not their whole install base, so they'll lose a couple $1 million, but they're not, like, really worried about that because they believe most people are just not going to care after a while and just buy it otherwise, which is why I always say, like, if you really want to cause change, boycotting is good in a way because you do speak with your wallets, but you have to get everybody to boycott, and there's going to be people who are diehard Sony fans, as well as if you've seen on any of the social media that's going on there, people are like, well, I don't buy physical media anyway, so it's not going to affect... I think that's a terrible way of looking at things, because if you think with the thought process or viewpoint that, well, just because I don't enjoy buying physical media, or I don't enjoy this, or this doesn't affect me directly, I don't care that it affects a whole bunch of other people, is like a really poop take, if you get what I'm saying, to have, like, with video games and everything in general, right? Like, it's a selfish way of thinking, I guess, is the kind of the point I'm trying to make. I could do one more boss, because I have, like, one more key I can open the crate, and then we'll go move on to another boss. Roar! Roar, you're angry! You didn't get enough love as a baby spider, perhaps. Sounds like that's a you issue, fam. Nice. Killed it. Super quick. One mythic from a boss in an hour and 20 second... not 20 second. Hour and 20 minute session, though. Drop from a boss. That's not bad, because we weren't here all the time doing it. Yeah, not another mythic. So I think it's a 2% drop rate based on my testing. You could still get them on lower ones, but it's not, like, super significant. How many keys do I have left? Oh, I got another key. One more. We have a properly balanced amount of keys that we could do. Cross our fingers. This is the last key. Then we gotta go do, like, hell tides and stuff. Which will take a very long time to get more material. Roar. Roar. We could also try one of the mythic seals that I have for our Undercity run. Roar. Just stand in the corner and think about your actions there. Missy, I put you in your place. Roar. Explode. Open sesame. We didn't get a mythic, but guess what? We have a chance of a superior key now. Because our invader showed up. Which is Belial, the Lord of Lies. Just gotta be careful. Poison. That was not a good damage rotation. I gotta watch out. He shoots poison. I have poison resistance, but this still can kill you if you're sloppy. Alright, let's cause him to get stunned. Peace out, Belial. No lies here. We got lair boss keys. I think we got 3 superior ones, hopefully, from that. He did not drop mythics like a stingy you-know-what. We got 10 superior keys. Nice. We can go farm the herb boss, which is, I think, what we're gonna do at the moment. Is there anything else I need from here? Survey says no. So we'll do the new boss that's for the season, see if she drops anything. She'll also give me more pandemonium fragments that I could use to like roll for other mythics too. And if we have time, we'll do like a nightmare dungeon, but that's basically the plan for the rest of the stream. I might do the mythic seal if we have time. Again, it depends how fast it takes me to kill most of these bosses. As you see, most of them are being deleted pretty quickly. Do I need any of this? Survey says no. Junk. Alright. Let's use the keys. So this is the season boss, for those of you who are wondering. And take a sip of hydration because I've been talking for, what, an hour and 16 minutes already? Yummy, yummy. Some good H2O. So hot where I am right now. There's a heat wave going on. I do have AC, I just didn't put it on right now. It makes a little too much noise while you're streaming. Brrr. Corrupted Reaper, which is one of Maphile, or Mayfiel, some people pronounce it that way. Flunkies. Mayfiel is the final boss in Diablo 3, for those of you who don't know. So she says when she dies, he's coming in the seasonal story, which implies that we're going to see Mayfiel again. Which I kind of am for. I don't mind characters returning, even if he was technically killed. Got the Pandemonium fragments, which is guaranteed from these chests. Keep going. I'm gonna waste probably all 15 keys on her. Just so we'll have a whole bunch of Pandemonium fragments that we could use to then craft some crafted mythics and see maybe if we get some rolls on that. Nice. Open sesame. I feel like she's the stingiest out of all the bosses so far. Because I feel like she doesn't give you anything that's even significantly worth it. What do we get? Is this an upgrade to my helm? I'm gonna hold on to that, maybe. Cowl the Nameless. I have a bunch of these too. Sky Hunter, Frostburn. I don't have a lot of those. Is it Ancestral? Because I could save it for a mage. Nope. Death's Pain, Tilbolt's Will. I have Ancestral versions of that. To save some time, because I don't really want to go back to base right now, we're just gonna dump this here in the corner of shame. That'll eat up a lot of time if I go back to base. I don't really want to have these guys sitting for me going to and from bases. Or camp, whatever you want to call it at this point. Alright. Again! Pick that up for the sake of argument. Rawr. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me. I should move back a little bit, though. Hey, honey, you're getting too up close and personal. Don't you know about, like, social distancing? You know, if you're getting that close to me, you better be giving me a kiss or something. Pandemonium fragments, no purple gear still. One purple boss run and we've dumped at least... I had 25 keys, 15. We've almost dumped, like, literally almost 50 keys in total this stream. And we've only got one mythic. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good odds either. There was a nerd streamer by the name of Rob. For those of you who don't know, he's a speedrunner. He had 156 superior keys. And he got only 21 mythics, so... It kind of tells you your chances. Trying to move some of this stuff over in case you're wondering. If I can actually have, like, a place to open. the chest. Man, I'm a sad panda. Okay, again. We gotta get more of these pandemonium dragon. If at first you don't succeed, cry again. Oh, that's cute. I have a shield. You're aware of that, right? This is a nice attack you did. Shame if I just put you in your place. Alright. One more. Alright, I'm gonna do something crazy, Dreadknights. I'm gonna go back to base. We're gonna get rid of this loot. I'm gonna up the torment difficulty by 1 and see if I can do the boss fight in like 30 seconds still. If we can, just to increase the chances of hopefully better loot. But I have to go to a different town to do that.
Come back if you need the forge.
Can this box give me everything I need? Nope. It cannot. So please bear with me because it might take a bit. Because I want to, for science, I'd just up it at 1 difficulty level. And see. I'm all the way up to Torment 10. I just don't want to do it on stream. Or I think it was Torment 10 or Torment 9, I don't recall. It's been a couple days since I played. Like I said, I don't really do this game like I used to. Let's go back. The one thing I wish they would have is in every town a statue to change the difficulty. So I have to go to a different town, because this town has no statue of Anaris. So I have to go all the way here, change the difficulty level. So then on top of that, go all the way back there to then do the keys and do the boss runs. We'll do it at Tournament 8 and see if the increases. Hopefully I can do it very quickly and not get wrecked, because sometimes when you go up a tournament level, it goes up in power. And I think if it goes up to like 16, I can't fight her comfortably. I would probably die a whole bunch of times, but we're gonna for science. Junk.
That's it for that piece.
So I gotta go over here, for those of you who are wondering. Do I have Torment 10? No, Torment 9. We're not doing it on 9, we're just upping it a little bit and seeing if I can do it comfortably. 9, I can't do very comfortably boss fights yet, which is why I'm not doing it, because it's... The only way to effectively farm is if you can kill something in 30 seconds in this game. If you can't kill in 30 seconds, you probably shouldn't be doing that Torment level. For the boss, particularly. So I hope this isn't going to be a waste of a key, but it might be. Hopefully it's not. I think Paragon level-wise, we might be comfortable enough to do it. I'm hoping. If not, it's going to be kind of arduous and we dumb it down by 1 level. Alright, to our deaths, hopefully not. Roar. See how she takes a lot more damage now? It's not really a fight in 30 seconds. It's not bad, though. See how much longer it takes this way? If she doesn't give better drops, I'm gonna drop it to 7, certainly. Uh-oh. Lagged me out. Because that's like a minute that takes to drop her on Tournament 8. Which, to me, it's not... That's not efficient, because it takes a lot longer. She's still kind of giving crap. But I don't want to have to go back to base again, so we'll deal with it this way for now. At least give nothing but ancestrals this way. No, you didn't even, honey. You gave me basura. Garbage. Okay, next. Rawr. This is the seasonal boss, for those who are wondering. We're doing it on Tournament 8. I was doing it on 7 runs of before because it was a little bit quicker. But I want to see if the better loot chance... Okay. Like, I hate when it takes this long to kill them. Because to me, that's not efficient. Most people will be like, this isn't a big deal if you're still killing it in a minute. But for me, 30 seconds is more ideal. Because you can get more runs in total. Move back. feel like she's a damage sponge this way. We survived. We lived. Better be giving me better loot. It is way worse, and it takes longer to kill her this way. Shenanigans. Again. Roar. Let's do that. Distance. Well, that's cute. How about you get stun, nerd? Get stun. Move back for a little bit of distance here. Take that. She should be dropping pretty soon. And you gotta be careful because she will do a one hit. One hit. I'm referring to as a one-hit kill. Give me better loot. I upped it to 1 difficulty level and still not. Amazing. Move out of the way. Hey! Look! We got a mythic! We got a mythic. It's not a helm though. But it's a mythic. So we got 2 mythics to drop today. Okay, it's a ring. It might be the ring I need. Please be the ring I need. After all this farming, I deserve a ring. I'm throwing this in the corner of shame because this is yellows. You don't want that. We want whites and purples. Then oranges can stay because we can dump them off to get, like, power-ups. A moment of truth. Wait, it's a pair of gloves? That's mythic? It wasn't even... Okay, so it's like a random unique that's turned mythic. If it's the gloves I need, mythic, that would be even better. So there's a chance. Please don't get me mad. I'm so angry. I don't need this. This doesn't work for my build whatsoever. I thought it was the gloves that I have on. That's why I was like, I got slightly hyped. Ah, well, 2 unique so far this stream from boss farming. And it's not been anything that's iconic mythics. It's only been unique mythics from the Mythic 1.0 update. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Especially when it's not something you could use for your build. But it's 2 mythics. So 2 mythics in a 2-hour session that we get to drop off of keys. How many keys did we spend this time? We had 12 keys, if I remember correctly. So spend about 8. That's not so bad. That wasn't so bad. We could do like 1 more run of that. I'm gonna go back to base. Because we got some crafting to do. I'm not keeping these gloves, because these gloves are garbage. I can't use them. So we'll turn into a Spark, and we'll hopefully roll and see maybe we'll get the Andariel's Visage. That way. This is the wrong person that I went to. Do we have any obols? No, we don't, because I didn't spend today escalation. Dungeon farming. Goodbye. Alright. Dreadknights, give me your luck. I need your luck right now. We have a chance at 1 of the iconic mythic uniques. For those of you who don't know, it is... There's 12 of them in total. So let's see if we can get it. I need Andariel's Visage, a Shaco, as it's called. Oh, goodness gracious. It's the same thing I have already. Well, that's going in the junk pile. I don't think I can craft a Nerwin at the moment. Nope.
The forge is always hot.
Let's do 1 more boss run. And then from there, we still can craft more mythics. We could craft some and turn them into dust. And then try to get the Andariel Visage that way. So it's not like a big deal. Like, I want that. I don't need really the Shrouded Death thing on here, because it doesn't really help the build whatsoever. Here we go again. We have 3 keys left. We'll have 1 key left. We can't do anything because you need a key to open the chest. For those you don't know. Alright. It's just running away. Know your role. Move back. Okay. Okay. Get wrecked. We gotta move. Oh, that would have been bad. Thank you, shield. He should be getting stunned pretty soon. Let's do that. Get a little bit more mobility. Why aren't you stunned? This was a bad damage rotation for the boss. I gotta be careful. She's gonna kill me. Nice. Let me pick some of this garbage up so we can actually have space to open the chest. Open sesame. Can I get a mythic right back to back? I mean, that was too much to ask for. Even I know that. Like, I shouldn't have expected that. But a boy can dream. Well, actually, I'm not a boy. I'm a man, right? I'm a manly man. Alright. Well, cry, guys. Cry. We didn't get... We got one mythic left this boss, too, so it's not that bad. In a 2-hour session, we got 2 mythics to drop. It's better than it was before the season, but we're still not seeing, like, the important items, which, to me, has me very concerned. Maybe the next patch update, they could address that further. At least get rid of the crafting tag on some of the stuff. That would be nice. Alright. We can still hunt for mythics, though. We have other ways we could do it now that we run through the keys. I figured the keys were going to take us to almost the majority of the stream. I was correct. We got to go back to the main base now. And then there's a whole bunch of garbage that I've been hoarding in my chest that we could turn into, with the pandemonium fragments, into stuff and maybe get what I need that way. And we'll see. We'll hope. We'll hope. That's all we can do right now. Hope.
Step up to my
I don't even care, because none of that's useful. Alright, so there's a cube recipe, right? So we're gonna take stuff that we don't need. We also were crafted that, but again, it's got the crafting tag. So it's better and it's worse at the same time. I can't do anything with it at the moment. Now, some people are like, why don't I just put these in the cube and try to get the Andariel's Visage that way? That's a good idea, but I don't really want to do that. Because I'm trying to swap to a different build to begin with. Let's see if I have any more bows, because that's like the most important thing here. Garbage, 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 garbage. 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 Free up space this way too. Garbage, garbage, garbage. We did get that off of a blacksmith too, which is nice. So we haven't gotten significant loot today. Alright. Put this in the cube. We have 26 sparks. Oh! Oh, baby! Oh, okay. Well, I guess the next time you see me, we'll probably be playing the Eagle Horn build. Basically penetrating shot. I'm not going to do that on stream because it's going to take a long time. Nice. I can finally change my build to A tier. Let's go. Okay. Well, at least... But the problem is I can't have this equipped when I do it. Unlucky. I'm not gonna roll for the rest of that. I gotta be honest with you. Because I feel like that's a waste of fragments at that point. Because we got the chase item that I was looking for off of crafting. Alright, what else can I do? I think now we'll start focusing on crowns. And see if I can get the Andariel's Visage that way. Because a lot of that stuff I'm not going to use. Again, this is why I was hoarding for a while. A lot of stuff in the boxes. Just in case there was a purpose for it. Let's see if the loot pool is kind to us. But I don't think you can get a mythic that way. Because I would have done it a long time ago if that was the case. Well, let's try. We're going to do it for science. Worst case scenario, it's sparks that I could use for sentinels. Oh! Okay. I kind of need that for later on for this build, so... Again, because it's the crafting restriction, though, I can't really equip it now, but it's nice to have it. Is it always... It looks like sometimes you have a chance of getting the same item now from the crafting. I kind of like that. Oh, that's even worse. Is it even possible to get a Visage this way? We're about to find out. Same thing again. Is it always guaranteed that the first one you put in is going to be like that? It feels like it. I see what they've done with the cube recipe. Fascinating. So if that's the case, maybe I could get a shroud that way? Hold up, Dreadknights. Trust the process here. Do I have any shrouds on me? I do. For science, I want to see if the first item you put in the cube is always guaranteed the item. Worst case scenario, it's a spark. No, it's not guaranteed. Okay, good to know. How many sparks do I have left? Or not sparks, mythics. Only 2, so I can't do it. But I do have another key, so we might... I'm gonna obviously get rid of all this stuff because I don't use it on this build, and it'll give me a chance to roll for the Andariel's Visage the other way. Alright. Got your luck right now. It's not the item. Aw, man, that's just rough. And there, one of the swords. The ring would be great, again, because of the crafting thing. I can't equip it, because it's got the crafting tag on it. It's a good version of the ring, though. I already have a version of the ring somewhere here, right? It's in one of the boxes. Let's look for it. So I'm gonna basically just swap the rings, and I'll use the sparks. I don't need another of the blade, but I gotta, like, compare the two. Life on kill damage multiplier, what's this? Weapon damage... I could probably get rid of that. Keep that ring. Get rid of that ring. Alright, let's try again. Come on, Andariel's Visage. Gosh darn it. I feel like that's like the hardest chase item to get at this point. I don't think I have any more sparks. Oh, wait. We do. Hope and dream. Again, the same... Oh, it's Ethereal's Might. Oh. This is good on a different build. I was playing Paladin. Hold on. For science, I want to see how many more of these sparks I have. Yeah. I'm gonna hold on to the Ethereal's Might for now. I don't feel like getting rid of it. Well, even in the cube, they fixed the cube for it, because you're seeing stuff dropping. Sometimes the item you put in is the item you get back. Not always guaranteed, though. Because in this case, I put one of those crowns in and got a crown back. In this case, I put in a Wind Force, we got a Wind Force back. That was from the blacksmith. Again, because it's got the craft attack, I can't, like, equip more than one. Which I think kind of, like, really sucks for the season. Hopefully they change that. We got a Ring of Scarlet. We got decent stuff today. So we have Ethereal's Might, Wind Force, Crown. We got an Eagle Horn, which I'm gonna swap builds off of stream probably. We got the sword. We got the ring. We also got a couple extra copies of this that we dusted. Not necessarily a bad day at the office, so to speak, but again, because of the craft attack. I can already use this as a crafted. So, like, to switch builds, I have to take this off for another piece of gear. Which is fine, I can do that. To play Penetrating Shot, because we can do more damage with the herb build anyway. But you know, it's something. We also got our stuff that we could do before stream ends. I'm just doing like all the loose odds and ends of the farming today. So you see all this stuff, we can turn this into stuff too. There's a chance you could get a mythic this way too. It's a very low chance. So that's why you get rid of this, because it's free like uniques anyway, so if it's free, why are you going to complain to not do it? We could also potentially get an upgrade for a piece of gear that we have concurrently too, so doesn't look like that's going to be the case though, unfortunately. Let's try this one. Yeah, again, we have a bunch of those.
My demons are quiet.
Oh, see? I told you. But the problem with this is crafted too. So, like, having the crafted thing on this kind of hurts you. But remember I was saying you could get crafted that way too. So, you're gonna get more mythics, but the crafting tag is the problem. Because you can't use half the stuff that you're crafting. So then it kind of defeats the whole purpose of crafting it then. You know? Can't do any more than that. Next one, Judicator's Mask. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure how much stuff we got in terms of gear. Wind Force. Wind Force. Cassia's Grace, that's terrible. Cassia's Grace, that's terrible. Some of those I'm gonna put back in the box so I can roll for other things. Like the bow and arrows, probably. The pants, potentially. The rings are just... Nothing here is like a significant upgrade, which is kind of sad. Let's continue. What else can we put in here? We have 89 of these. That's insane. Okay, I'm full on stuff here. We're just gonna put the bow and arrows, because I'm trying to get, like, better rolls on stuff. So anything that's a bow and arrow is going in the box automatically. Maybe not necessarily a Cassia's Grace, though. I have a lot of these, so I don't really need that. The pants... I'm gonna put the pants in, too, because I'll try to roll off a stream for that. We're not gonna keep this Mythic, because, again, I don't need it for the build. I don't play a trap build, so it's, like, useless to me. All items. And give us a spark. Let's see. We're gonna continue to get this stuff for now. Because this is how we can farm for the sparks to then get more stuff changed. Everything has a point. That's why I saved up on a whole bunch of stuff so I could try different things on stream. I mean, it's nice that you could get a mythic out of the boss trophies. But the fact that it has the crafting tag is like... such a oversight. Like, it just doesn't make sense to do that. The Maestro. Eh. It's basically garbage. All items. Okay, continue. Let's roll some more. These are all the boss trophies that we got from doing Nightmare Dungeons, for those of you wondering. Out of garbage, too. Let's try this. Garbage. 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 That feels great. Alright, let's try this. Last chance to get one more mythic. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. The fact that we got one off the boss trophy, that was fine. Okay, so we burned through all our boss trophies. We have 2 superior keys left. I have one fight I want to do in mind before I end stream. So just bear with me. Alright, I have enough sparks that I can probably do here one more time, right? No, I need one more spark. That's unfortunate. Do I want to get rid of the materials might? Let's wait on it in case I get like one more mythic to drop. Seasonal. Oop, sorry. It's not gonna give me a level up this far into the season. Alright. We have 3 superior keys. Let's do her. Can we do her one more time? You know what? I'm gonna do Belial. Because we haven't done any Belial today. And Belial, you have like different things you can pick, and we'll see if maybe it's not bugged there. No, not the Harbinger. Not Duriel. There we go. Because we didn't do any Belial boss fights, so it would be kind of in our benefit to do that today. Alright. The final countdown. We got a lot of mythics, so I can't, like, really complain too much, even though a lot of them we can't equip. I don't know. I hope they fix it. If not, I think it'll probably be at the end of the season, but... eh. I mean, we got new builds we can play around with, so I suppose that's not the end of the world. Rawr. Yeah. Oh, you do a lot of damage. I forgot. I didn't do this on Tournament 7. Be careful. Probably should have done this on Tournament 7. I'm gonna be so for real with y'all. Oh. Probably should not stay in the same area. Oh, that could have been scary. Okay, come on. Oh, I forgot how hard this boss fight was. Okay, got him now. Alright, 1 superior key. Which isn't bad because then we could do the air boss. We want... Duriel's drops. We did not get a mythic. Unlucky. That was actually some of the worst drops too on top of that. Alright. We do have an Urki. I'm not gonna waste it on him. I think it's a better idea to farm her one time. But she'll give me Pandemonium Fragments. I might have enough Pandemonium Fragments to craft another mythic. And then we can break it down, try one last time to see if we can get this Andariel Visage from the blacksmith. But I don't think it's going to happen, which is kind of unfortunate. But, you know, it's part of the game, too. Hopefully they do some tweaks this season, besides what they did currently. Thank you for the follow, like, comment, wherever that was, wherever this is on YouTube or Twitch. I do greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's do this. And get stunned. Nice. Alright, good. Watch out. Don't play like a bot, Dread. I'm sorry, Dread. Let's move a bit this way. Oh, gotta be careful. I mean, bring it up to Tournament 8. The loot pool was slightly better or slightly worse. Hold that for up. Okay, good. She's dead. Nice. Are you gonna give me one more mythic for the road, lady? The answer to that is absolutely not. Well, did you at least give me decent loot? The answer to that is no as well. Oh, jeez. Well then. Back to base we go. So, in the time that we played today, we got 2 mythics on stream from fighting the bosses. It took us about 50 plus keys for 2 mythics. Our greatest success came from Andariel, as well as the seasonal boss. We also crafted some mythics, but again, with the crafted tag, you can't really use everything. You have to pick one which glows. You know? It's something. Was it something great? Debatable. Let's see if we have enough pandemonium fragments so that we could just convert one thing and see. If I could get the Andariel Visage off of rolling, it would be nice. Because I don't really need the Shroud of Full Stuff. It's nice to have it because it prevents you from dying, especially at this part in the game where I'm not like using a super meta build. But let's see if I can do it in the keep recipe. Do I have enough to do it? If not, I do. I could do 1. So we're just gonna pick a random item. Maybe I'll just... I don't want to do the Ancestral Crown because if I mess it up... That's a unique one. We'll take the unique one for sake of argument. I don't think you could get an iconic this way. I just think you could get regular unique mythics. Which is fine. That's fine. I needed the spark anyway to try to get the iconic. Alright. This was our last chance on stream to hopefully get the Andariel's Visage. Come on. Doesn't think it's it. Oh my goodness! Let's go. Let's go. We got the chase item. Oh, you can get it. The problem is it's got the crafting tag, but I wanted to try out this for a very specific reason. It'll make more sense eventually when I show you the build. Let's go. Because you need this for boss farming for the higher tiers. We did it. We did it. Our pain and suffering is over for the day, Dreadknights. Unfortunately, it's got the crafting tag, but it doesn't matter. I'll figure out something with the Eagle Bow. Because it gives me options that I didn't have before. With that being said, I think that is the perfect time to end today's stream. So thank you to everybody that hung out. Thank you, Rogue Plays, for hanging out with me. Thank you, everybody that was lurking. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you. Tomorrow I'll be playing Monster Hunter World. Unless I change my mind and want to do more Power World. I don't know yet, but the plan for the moment is Monster Hunter World Iceborne, doing some endgame things on PC lobbies, and we'll see how that goes. That's the plan. Then on Thursday, what am I playing on Thursday? I don't even remember. Let me check my schedule and double check so I don't tell you something that's happening that's not actually happening. But we got the Andariel's Visage, so our mission accomplished. I'm happy about that, even though the crafting thing is going to give me a little bit of headaches trying to finagle some of the build. Let me double check schedule here a minute, guys. Alright, yeah, so tomorrow Monster Hunter World Iceborne, unless I change my mind. I'm probably going to stick to the schedule this week. Then on Thursday, I'm going to be playing Elden Ring Night Rain, random lobbies. We'll see how that goes. I don't know. I'm hoping it goes much better than what I've been having happen in the past, because I'm trying to do the DLC stages, but we'll see. Then Friday, I was supposed to play on Twitch Power World. I'm probably going to do another YouTube stream. So most likely, it'll be Power World here on YouTube instead. I think I have Binding of Isaac penciled in, but I don't know. We'll see. That's like the only thing that'll change. It'll either be tomorrow change or Friday. But with that being said, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for lurking. Thanks for giving me your luck to get the Andariel's Visage, because that was very important for the future part of this build. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, I appreciate you, and I'll see you all tomorrow for Monster Hunter World. Till next time, guys.